Welcome back to the Superior Ball Knowledge Podcast. Me and Eddie here. We're back. It's a little lighter out than last time we did this, which was in the middle of the night. So we've got a little
Basically.
more energy. A little more. It seemed like we had plenty of energy last time, but here we are.
I have plenty of it.
Well, and as you've seen, my theories are getting really out of control,
Outlandish.
rather quicker than I imagined they would. But buckle in, because we're kicking it off with Sam's theory.
I can't.
Mascots, Eddie. Mascots. What do we know about mascots?
They're meant to draw people in. They're
They're
meant to
draw
entertain people.
in. Meant to bring in a sense of belief and a sense of establishment and a sense of...
They're meant to bring the establishment to life.
Correct. That is absolutely correct. Now, none other than the king himself, the king of burgers,
Guys,
the Burger
I'm
King.
scared. I'm scared.
Now, we've seen him for years over commercials and whatnot, and he hands out crowns to all of his followers, everybody who comes in and gets a Whopper. Now,
True.
have we ever seen him not smile? He's always smiling.
He is always smiling. Yeah.
His face never moves. His eyes, he never blinks. Never blinks, Edward.
What's with the full name, buddy?
Anyways, he is an enigma. He just kind of appears behind people.
What?
Have you ever seen him walk? He doesn't walk. He appears. He wanders. He's like one of those gargoyles that when you look away, they start moving. Okay?
Okay, then.
Let's dive in to what he was really the king of. Whopper. What is the definition of a Whopper, Eddie?
I don't know. You tell me.
Whop is known as a strike or attack. Whop.
Okay.
And it is also a term for lies or deceit. So how would he name his big ticket item after lies and deceit and a strike? This is how deep it runs. The Burger King mascot isn't a mascot. He's really a medieval king who made a bargain centuries ago, trading his land, his people, and his name for immortality. As long as people believe in him and wear the crown, he will exist. But he can only do this by telling lies. Every Whopper he sells, he lives another day. He currently will outlive us all.
Well, duh. They sell how many Whoppers a day?
Enough to keep him alive. But the
It says
immortality
one Whopper equals
also,
1 day.
it comes at a price, Eddie. It comes at a price. He must always smile and always appear cheerful, or else his lies will bubble to the surface and his facade will crumble to the ground. Now, how did he end up in the fast food industry? That's a different story. Kidding. In the mid-20th century, they discovered a man wandering the Great Plains wearing nothing but a old, what would you call it? Wrinkled velvet coat and a crown that would not leave his head no matter how hard they tried to rob. So his silence made him mysterious instead of cursed. Never spoke a word, this man. Have you ever seen him speak a word? He's never spoken a word. But they knew, with that charming smile that he has, he was marketable. So the people who discovered him, well, that and he tested really well in the early focus groups. So
I'm sure he did.
the conspiracy says that theory. Whoops, Freudian slip. Says that every commercial is actually a ritual. Whenever he hands that person a Whopper with that frozen grin, that smile, he's siphoning belief off of them. Every person who puts a crown on is really giving him power. It's giving him strength. Now, while his kingdom has crumbled, he remains.
And instead of the king of people, he's the king of burgers.
Beware. The map from the 1600s show a blank space where his kingdom should be, as if it was erased from existence. There is not a brick that exists from his kingdom. But folklore from multiple countries contains a laughing king who vanished overnight, along with his kingdom.
Maybe it's... Never mind. I was going to say something.
Don't interrupt. Don't poke holes in it either. Sicilian pizza.
I was not going to poke a hole. I was actually going to try and encourage this theory, but never mind.
Go for it. Help me out. Give me validity.
I was going to say, what if that's really what's behind Area 51?
Area 51? And he wandered up through Kansas, the Midwest, and found... I like this idea. Area 51. Nothing grows, nothing can stand for more than a few years before it starts to crumble. The lingering effects of the curse. Burger King mascot is nothing but an immortal, cursed wanderer. Anyways, so we've got...
where we insert the song "I Am the Wanderer."
Anyways, we got NBA playoffs around the corner.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's so anticlimactic.
What do you want me to do? He's still around. He's gonna kill me if I say anymore. We need to march around every single Burger King for 3 days, marching with trumpets, and hopefully, like Jericho, the walls will come down. That's all I can say. We're screwed. He's gonna outlive all of us. He's rich. He's a king. He's cursed. He cut a deal with some sort of traveling marketeer. I don't know. Talk to the archaeologist. What did I just say?
Archaeologist.
Go talk to Indiana Jones. Talk about how I disrespect Harrison Ford. Love that.
Hey, movie. If Indiana Jones can figure out that there's a dial for time travel to go back to help Archimedes, I think he could find where.
Is that the new one?
Himself. Yeah, it's the new one.
Why would you dare defame his name by mentioning that?
Well, that's the most outrageous of the 5 things he finds.
Well, between that and the alien skull.
But that even seems more likely now.
I don't understand their need to, instead of uncovering other like hidden wonders of the world, they just were like, we need to up the ante. We need to get weirder.
Side note, guys, there's a little side note for this. But by the way, none of us picked Indiana Jones last time for our trilogy.
I was thinking about it. They're good
because the first 3 movies are fantastic.
My favorite's the one with the Holy Grail.
That's the Last Crusade, which is number 3.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Like this, that's the thing. You went from the Ark of the Covenant to, I don't know exactly what to classify it as.
What was the second one again?
The three glowing rocks with like the voodoo magic, where they reach in and like can pull your heart out, and it's just thumping, and you're still living.
The Temple of Doom.
Of Doom. I don't know exactly what to call the 3 glowing rocks, but like that seems like it could exist. The Holy Grail and the Last Crusade, and then you went to Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, which is a skull.
The aliens built the pyramid.
An alien, yeah. Basically, that's basically what they said. Although the movie takes place in South America, just to make that clear.
Well, there are pyramids in Latin America.
There are. And then you have
Mexico has some pyramids.
Well, this is in like South America.
Right.
Mexico's part of North America. Make sure you know your geography
I'm aware.
real quick.
I was just also mentioning.
No, what Mexico does. And then you go to the Dial of Destiny, which, oh God, Archimedes' dial, that doesn't exist. Sorry.
Yeah. It makes me go and watch the new, like, the Uncharted movie with Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland in them, and not think it's that bad because of how bad the most recent Indiana. Because they go find pirate ships, and that's pretty cool. Anyways, moving on. That was kind of a tangent.
Yeah, but it was a necessary one.
Necessary one. So we've got sleeper NBA playoff teams. Eddie, who do you like?
You're going to call me nuts. Because I am nuts.
I would consider you to be nuts.
Right now, they sit in the play-in.
Don't. Okay, go on.
They are one of the, if not the best, three-point shooting teams in the NBA. At the very least, they're going to have the Rookie of the Year runner-up on their roster.
Is this
the Charlotte Hornets?
The Charlotte Hornets. You know what? I love that pick. I absolutely
I'm not saying
love that pick.
They're going to go anywhere. But could they take the first round? There's a chance. You got to love what Charlotte has done. LaMelo Ball, Con Knipple, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, Diabate is now their starting center with Kalkbrenner off the bench. Like, that is underrated. Underrated. They play really good defense when they need to. Not saying they play great defense. They're solid defensively. They're not the best. They're not the worst. But when you have a team who can shoot it lights out on any given night, when you have a rookie who's looking to lead the league in three-pointers made for the first time ever since the 50s,
you kind of have a case there.
And the three-point line wasn't even involved in wasn't even a thing until the 70s.
Anyways,
I love Charlotte, and they're on a heater. I think they've won like 17 of the last 20 or something close to that. They're above 500 now. They're 34 and 33.
They're 80. They're 8 and 2 of their last.
Yeah. They've been really good. It would not surprise me. I don't want to be playing them in the play-in. I don't want to do that.
Here's the other team that I would say you don't want to be playing. How about the Atlanta Hawks? They've won 8 of their last 8 games. They're 9 and 1 of their last 10. They lead the league in assists per game and assist rate. They've got a guy who's averaging almost a triple-double. He's like 23, 8, and 10 and a half. I like the Hawks and how now they haven't done necessarily well in the playoffs.
You're talking about Jalen Johnson, right?
I'm talking about Jalen Johnson.
Okay.
And he is fantastic. He is
what college?
Fun to watch. Jalen Johnson?
Mm-hmm. What college?
Went to school in the South, didn't he?
South-ish, yes.
South-ish. Where did he go? Why are you doing this to me? You're a monster. He didn't go to Duke, did he? No.
Yes, he did.
He went to Duke?
He went to Duke.
Oh, my gosh. Also, North Carolina. North Carolina's the South. Virginia is where you're like, it's South-ish. Anyways, I consider North Carolina to be in the South.
They're East Coast.
So is half the South.
Yeah, but Jalen Johnson's great. You know what's funny? The Hawks trade away Trae Young and get better.
And they get better. You know, I like Trae, even as a Knicks fan, I liked
Didn't they
trade.
also trade away Porzingis?
I think they did. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think
So
he's
they
on the roster.
basically traded, going into the season, arguably their two best players. Neither one of them were
Correct.
playing much.
And they went and they got Kuminga. They believe in Kuminga.
Jonathan Kuminga has been awesome for Atlanta.
He has. I mean, he's got what, 16? He's averaging what, 16 points a game, 16 and a half points a game, 8 rebounds on 60%
He's been
shooting,
fantastic.
55% from 3.
Yeah.
I don't think he's taking that many shots from 3.
Doesn't
but,
matter.
You know, it doesn't matter. If he's making them.
And we can't ignore Nickeil Alexander-Walker either. Nickeil Alexander-Walker has been awesome as well.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
I love how I think we both picked the teams that are numbered 9 and 10 in the Eastern Conference.
Well, you have to have your fringe. No,
or is
8 and 10.
The Hawks
8
8.
and 10.
The Hawks are 8. Who's 9?
Sixers.
Oh, they're gonna fall out purely because nobody's healthy and Paul George is suspended.
Well, they've completely ran Tyrese Maxey into the ground. Is what's happened.
Did.
And
this
they got rid of
did.
the guy. They got rid of the guy who took the pressure off him, in McCain.
Yep.
And,
to Oklahoma City.
And now Oklahoma City's looking great, albeit everybody hates watching them because all they do is flop around for points. But, you know.
Well, and then you have Lou Dort, who's deciding to become the next reincarnation of the dirtiest basketball player around.
Yeah, we've got Draymond Green 2.0, and we've.
Okay, I don't think Draymond was even the dirtiest player around, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean.
Go back to the bad boy Pistons.
Okay. I was thinking more what's a modern comparison. But he could play football. I think Lou Dort, honestly, could play football. He's a thick boy. And then, yeah, I mean,
is there a West team that can challenge San Antonio, Denver, or OKC? I don't think so.
I honestly am not sure there's anybody here. I mean, the West has become relatively, you know how for the past few years there's been an Eastern team who's like, there'll be like 2 Eastern teams who are under 500 who make the play-in. That's the West this year. Trailblazers and the Warriors are under 500. The Clippers are 1 game above 500.
Well, we can give Golden State a break. They were above 500, but then, of course, Curry missing a lot of time. They went and got Porzingis, who has missed time with them as well. Draymond's missed time. You get the point. Butler's out.
Yeah. I think the Nuggets are my little underdog team in the West compared to the Spurs and the Thunder. The Thunder just seem.
I think purely based off of star power, maybe the Lakers can do something, but I highly, highly, highly doubt it.
And then I'll take this with the Lakers and with LeBron at this point in his career. I'll believe it when I see it. If they're gonna actually be able to win and go make a run. But I haven't seen him do it.
If he can be the third option for a playoff run and accept it, they can do something.
They can, but I'm not sure that's gonna happen.
He just needs to play off ball. If he plays off ball and adjusts to that, then they can make a run. And we need DeAndre Ayton to not be such a big baby.
Good luck with that. So
exactly.
I mean, sleepers, Hornets, the Hawks, and believe it or not, because the West is so weak, the only people we can confidently say may steal something are the Nuggets.
So, yeah.
And I would
San
say
Antonio and OKC are that good.
I wouldn't completely count out Minnesota, simply because
either.
Playoff Anthony Edwards
is awesome.
Ridiculous.
And honestly, so is Julius Randle.
I mean, they're really good in the playoffs. Almost as good as Jalen Brunson.
When the regular season ends, we'll go through some playoff picks, I think. And
yeah. We'll go through some playoff picks. We will. I don't think we'll be able to meet when the March Madness bracket. We won't be able to address it on the podcast, but we will post on Instagram and YouTube our consensus March Madness bracket. Or if we both have individual ones, we'll all just post those.
Yes.
So
I think we can
reference.
each do our own, and then we can have a consensus one.
I think we can each do our own and then have a little bit of a competition. How about that? Anyways.
Sure.
The NFL, we talked a little bit about it last week. We didn't go too far into it, but
Well, and by the way, the Rasheed Walker contract is up to $10 million. So you called it.
I did call it. So Rasheed Walker just got a contract.
I say Rasheed
right
Wallace.
Rasheed Walker. I think you said Walker. Did you say Wallace?
I think I said Rasheed Wallace.
I was not listening to that. Anyways, we're going to go over some of the transactions, mostly the signings that occurred in the NFL, the ones that we did not address with our
and this is specifically just the first week of free agency. We're gonna. I think Sam, you have grades for specific players and/or teams.
So for the teams that brought in huge hauls, like the Raiders, the Titans, the Jets, you and I are going to give an overall grade to. When it comes to individual signings, it's the big players, the giant contracts. We are not going to talk about the guys we've already talked about, the Jalen Phillips, the Daniel Jones, the Alec Pierce. If you want to listen to what we think about that, listen to the last podcast. For this one, we're going to focus on the ones we did not address last week.
You guys can go back and listen to me raising hell about Jalen Phillips.
But we're going to start off with your team, Eddie. We're going to
start my team's first.
Pretty chronological. Unless you want to go by your overall grade, we're just going to go by the players.
No, we'll go. Oh, yeah, because we technically made the first move.
Yes. The Cowboys traded for Rashawn Gary for a 2027 fourth-round pick.
Yes, sir.
This fills the need because nobody's opposite of Ezraku at the time. Jadeveon Clowney is still a free agent at this time, but he hasn't signed anywhere yet. So I think
this is 2 days or 3 days, 2 or 3 days later. I don't know if you want to consider Monday morning 3 days later, but I guess we can. After losing out in the Max Crosby sweepstakes, actually nobody won because Baltimore pulled some shady stuff.
Nobody won, but Vegas lost.
Yeah, basically. But maybe did they really lose? I don't think so.
I don't think they actually lost because what did they get back?
But they got back Max Crosby and brought in a bunch of players.
It's not a bad. Now they might just have some cap stuff they have to figure out, but that's about it.
But this was Dallas's pivot, was Rashawn Gary. Now, does the grade take into account the revised contract?
Yes, because we're at this point. The revised contract, I think it lessens the cap hit. But
yeah, we're saving $15 million in cap space this season.
So the Cowboys were able to give him a different deal, right? There wasn't a restructure; it was a different deal.
I think we just guaranteed money, because he didn't have any guaranteed money left. So instead of it being a 19.5 and a $21 million cap hit for 26 and 27 respectively, it is now a $5 million or so cap hit this year with the $13.5 million signing bonus, and then a $16 to $18 million cap hit next year. And we guaranteed $16 million of the 2 years, $32 million.
Sweet. So I actually think that this is a pretty good pickup, based on you only gave up a fourth for it. Pretty consistent. Now there are some questions about him, but he's a consistent player. He's turned 29, I think.
Yeah, former first-round pick.
Which
Dallas loves. Hopefully this works out better.
What college?
Michigan.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
No, I knew it was Michigan.
Anyways.
But here's the thing. Dallas apparently loves the former first-round picks. Hopefully this one works out better than the 2 they traded for last offseason.
Those were known
garbage players.
Yeah, I mean, at least Rashawn Gary's has some good years under his belt.
Well, I also find it funny that after week 8 or week 9, his snaps lessened.
I know there were some questions from Packers fans about his effort. but maybe a change of scenery is what he needs.
I think he's gonna be rejuvenated. He's back with some guys he spent time with in Green Bay, like our new defensive coordinator was in Green Bay at one point with Rashawn Gary, Christian Parker. And we also did bring in the pass rush specialist, BT Jordan, to help out our guys a little bit. And him and Rashawn Gary, as well as Kenny Clark, have experience together.
Sweet.
It's a D- grade, though.
I would agree. I mean, necessary. Yeah. Chiefs signed Kenneth Walker to a 3-year, $43 million.
It's an A. Is there really much to say?
I mean, you had to pay him. It's a good pick. I might go A-.
It seems like we'll get to the Saints running back signing later. It seems like the two of them went and signed running backs because Jeremiah Love won't be there at picks 8 and 9. That's what it seems like.
Right. And very, very concerned about what this mock draft. Me and Eddie are going to put together a mock draft for the entire first round. And we're going to see what ends up shaking out when it comes.
We're going to be so wrong after Fernando Mendoza.
It's so hard to figure it out. All I know is Arvell Reese is like definitely a top 3 pick. If he's not, weird things are happening.
This is a crapshoot of a draft. We haven't had one of these in a while.
Now the Steelers go trade for Michael Pittman and hand him a big extension. Not a big.
Was it 3 years, 59?
Something like that. It was interesting. It was an
I'd
interesting
rather pay him. I'd rather pay him that kind of money than go pay what Alec Pierce got.
Well, and not only this, but all they got, it was just a late round pick swap.
They got late round picks.
So they basically got him for free. They made sure that they didn't have to have any kind of
the Colts
competition.
Didn't want to. Yeah,
they didn't want any competition.
And also the Colts probably threw in the extra pick purely because they didn't want to pick up any of the money. But I will say Pittman and DK together is going to be interesting. I think it's a B move. The only problem is they're both kind of the same player, so I'm intrigued to see when
I would say
Pittsburgh could have easily just had Pickens and Metcalf together. But now you went and got Pittman.
They are trying to build the tallest wide receiver room in the NFL because they're both like 6 foot.
Yes.
Anyways, Pittman, I think DK definitely has more juice. He's definitely faster. And Pittman's more of a possession receiver rather than DK is both a deep threat, a rack guy. He kind of can do a lot of things because of his size and his athleticism. But I think Pittman is a great safety blanket because DK, we did watch him drop a significant pass against the Texans in the postseason last year.
And then Rodgers didn't throw to him again.
No. The Dolphins signing Malik Willis. I am a big Willis believer because of what I saw when Jordan Love went down. He was very clean, and he was able to take care of the offense in a way that was very impressive for a backup.
I'm going to say this. I'm only going to say it's a C+ for one reason. The contract he got
is big.
For a backup.
There's a guy who hasn't started since his rookie year, and he did not throw to wide receivers his rookie year. He only threw it to the tight end.
Yeah.
So the Dolphins better be planning on drafting Kenyon Sadiq or Eli Stowers because who knows what else is going to happen here. Or they better go sign, right as of now, David Njoku and
Dallas Goedert
are still available. So at the time.
Or they can bring back Darren Waller.
Please no. So we're gonna move on. The Saints signing Travis Etienne, 4 years, $52 million. That's a longer deal.
It's not Etienne anymore.
It's 8. Oh, I don't want to say it. It's terrible. How do you?
Apparently, Devon Achane and Travis Achane is gonna be the same. I don't like this, but that's just how it is now, guys.
Etienne is pronounced Achane. Apparently,
it's how it is. We deal with it.
Apparently, we live in France. Because what is this, brother?
Well, at least we know now, 8 years later after his time with Clemson and Jacksonville.
Anyways, 4 years.
It's a B.
I mean, how old is he? 26, 27?
He was in the same draft as T-Law, so yeah, probably about 26, I'd say.
And he's getting a 4-year deal. That's a
This
little
is his
bit
contract.
longer than I expected it to be.
This is his contract, and I still think it's a B. I just don't know what they're gonna do with Kamara.
Kamara is probably getting moved, or I think eventually he'll probably get released. He's making a lot of money, and he's not doing
Yes.
much with it.
So it'll be very interesting, to say the least. Who's next?
Jalen Watson to the Rams.
B minus.
B
Granted,
minus.
I'm being subjective because I watched my two receivers absolutely cook him and Trent McDuffie on Thanksgiving last year. So my perception of Jalen Watson's a little different.
Well, let me tell you something right now. He is making a bit less than Alontae Taylor.
Who wasn't good.
Who allowed, I think, if not the most, very close to it, the most yards by any cornerback last year. It's a lot. Now, that doesn't mean he's a bad player.
I think Riley Moss was too bad.
I think Riley Moss also led the league in pass interference calls.
He did. But no, I do think it's still a good signing, right? And I think as a whole for the Rams, bringing in both him and McDuffie, I'm going to kind of combine that with bringing back Cam Curl and having Quentin Lake is a really good
and
back
Cameron
end.
Kitchens also
and
on the
Cam
back end.
Kitchens, really
I
good
don't know
back
what's
end.
going on with that, but with him, I haven't heard much news on him recently. But
and they're letting Roger McCreary walk because McCreary's still a free agent.
Well, you can't pay everybody.
I think.
Unless he comes back on a cheap. I
mean,
mean,
that is Kobe Durant because Durant's now in Dallas.
That's true. Jalen Watson, though, I'd say at worst it's a B minus, at best it's a B plus.
That's why I say B minus. I'm going on the.
All right, the Saints signing David Edwards to a 4-year, $61 million deal. This is a really good signing.
I think so too. I think it's a B.
You improve that O-line significantly.
Putting him next to, I think Eric McCoy is still there at center is really nice.
Eric McCoy. They've got the interior. They really have the interior.
Who's the right guard again?
I
know who it is. I can't remember.
Cesar Ruiz.
Cesar Ruiz. Yep. Hey, they got their left tackle of the future in last year's draft, Kelvin Banks.
Yes. So you kind of just need a. I'm surprised.
I think they have a right tackle. I just don't remember his name.
I don't remember
either way. I think adding Edwards solidifies that line, and I think it could be an above-average line next year.
And
barring health, of course.
Barring health, and then ETN could have a really significantly good year. Achane could have a really good year. Travis Achane.
Gonna get confusing, guys. We're sorry. It's not our fault. Go blow up Travis for doing this to us.
Broncos re-signing J.K. Dobbins. We don't need much on this.
He's gonna be the backup.
It's a C plus.
He might start. But
I mean, that is as neutral of a pick as you get, though.
It's a C.
Yeah, it's like
next.
Right.
Don't care.
Bengals signing Brian Cook and Boye Mafe to a 3-year, $42.5 million deal, and Mafe to a 3-year, $60 million. We already talked about Boye Mafe.
I'm gonna give it a C plus as a whole because Boye Mafe is a D, and Brian Cook is a B plus.
I put Brian Cook around B minus. I don't know. I do like that the Chiefs are completely depleted across the board. So,
well, they did get Alohi Gilman, which I think Alohi Gilman is on there, but
the Commanders getting Odafe Owe for 4 years, $100 million.
B plus.
Good signing. That is still so much money.
Hey Sam, at least he has a double-digit sack season.
You act like that was like my team signed Jalen Phillips.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, Jalen Phillips and Boye Mafe got these massive contracts. Yet Odafe is the one who had the 10.5 sack season.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
And might I tell you, all of it after the trade deadline when he had 0.
True that. The Falcons getting Tua to compete with Michael Penix.
I don't really give a damn. I don't give a damn.
It's fine.
Penix and Tua are the same player. 3 years, 81. I would do it the other way. It's 40.5 over 3, but okay.
Kwity Paye is. We already talked about
48
Kwity
over
Paye.
3. Yeah.
Malcolm Kuntz. They brought back their backup D end for $11 million a year.
$11 million for a year. Yeah.
Yep. Eric
Brought
Stokes.
Back Eric Stokes.
3 over
years,
48. And then
oh, 30.
And then it's 48. Maybe 30 guaranteed, but 48 total.
It changes things.
And they traded for Taron Johnson, who's got 2 years on his contract and 18.7 left to be.
I think overall, it's a B. Now
but
they did
some
get
of these
thrown.
some of these contracts, and it does change now that they do have Crosby, because this makes this look even better. But it's a lot of money.
Well,
for
here's
players
the thing. As
who
you know,
are kind of good.
The Nakobe Dean contract, and I'll give Quay Walker his credit. He's awesome as well. The linebacker contracts are good. Linderbaum is a really good center. I can't believe he got $27 million a year.
I'm surprised he didn't go to the Giants. He must not like Harbaugh.
The Giants didn't want to pay him that.
Fair.
I would agree. Because here's the thing. The 3 years now, it puts him in line to get another contract. It does. But it's a B overall. It would have been a better offseason if the Ravens weren't, being Slim Shady over there, talking to Hendrickson while you have Max Crosby in the building.
I don't think you know who or what Slim Shady is.
I know it's a song. I know it's Eminem.
It's not a song. Oh, I guess it is a song.
It is a song. Yes, shut up.
This is alter ego. This is alter ego. More notably. The Seahawks re-signing Rashid Shaheed. Big whoop. Good.
It's signing. It's a B because it helps them solidify wide receiver 3, and it also helps them solidify the return man because he was awesome for them.
Steelers getting Rick O'Dowd. We talked about it. A.
Yep.
If not A+.
I give it an
A. The Titans spending Wan'Dale Robinson 4 years, 78.
Ton of
John
money.
Franklin Myers 3 for 63. Alontae Taylor 3 for 60. Cordell Flott 3 for 45. Joshua Williams 2 years to be determined. Jermaine Johnson via trade. They still have to pay him $13.4 million.
Yeah, and they traded T'Vondre Sweat.
They got T'Vondre. Oh yeah.
So I'll tell you this. Wan'Dale Robinson has not really been healthy other than last season where he put up 1,000 yards. John Franklin Myers is not worth $21 million.
Not at all.
Alontae Taylor is not worth $20 million. Cordell Flott's not worth $15 million.
I think he's worth 10 to 12 though. So it's not
but not
bad.
15.
But it's not as atrocious as the other.
It's still bad. All right. Getting Jermaine Johnson's helpful.
They'd only have to pay him 13.4.
This is a C- off season. They got a ton of players and overpaid to get all of them.
Yeah, all these players make the team better significantly.
It raises the floor. They will probably be a 7 to 8 win team next year, barring injury.
But the other side of it is that they paid so much.
And that's my problem. And that can go higher. I want to make that clear. It can go higher because they put a ton of incentives for play time because he notoriously cannot stay on the field. Now, he is a Pro Bowl. He's a true Pro Bowl caliber guard when he's healthy. Okay. Good pickup for the Patriots because after what we saw in the Super Bowl, my goodness, they needed a left guard.
Might need a left tackle too.
bro.
I'm giving him a hard time.
Let Will Campbell live.
Out of the 85 games during his NFL career, how many do you think Elijah Vera Tucker has sat out?
Sat out?
Sat out. Missed. Out of the 85.
40.
42. Almost half. If he had missed one more game, it'd be over half.
Yep. Next.
Texans signing Braden Smith. B.
Very good signing.
Jets trade for Geno Smith. Plus.
Why is that an A+?
It's a C. It's a C+.
Hell no.
It's a C+.
Is it really a C+?
It's a C-.
I mean, they did get the Raiders to eat most of the contracts, so.
Patriots signed Romeo Doubs for 4 years, $70 million.
B-.
Yes.
There's nothing much to say about it. B-.
The Browns signing all the offensive linemen they have. Zion Johnson, Tevin Jenkins came back.
Hey, and they got Elton Jenkins.
The other
I believe
Jenkins.
it's Tevin Jenkins' brother.
Potentially. I don't think
they're fixing
so.
the O-line because the entire O-line were free agents. So they're building it up. Cleveland could be in position for an alignment in the draft. I don't think Cleveland did much else other than O-lineman signings.
Not that I can really recall.
It's a C+. They're doing their job to protect Shedeur.
Now let's talk about the Ravens signing Trey Hendrickson. They need pass rush help because they traded away.
They can claim all they want that they wanted to put Crosby and Hendrickson together. Bullshit. Pardon my French. That is not what they did. You had Max Crosby in the building. By the way, you make this trade on a Friday. You don't do the physical until Tuesday night? What is wrong? That is atrocity number one. Okay. You should have done it Sunday at the latest. Because here's the thing. If you found problems and you wanted to back out then, you could have called Vegas and say, hey, we found a problem.
But here's the other thing. Vegas has to share their medical records that they have on Max Crosby with them. So they knew about just about everything.
Here's the thing. Everybody who was in the Crosby sweepstakes, even Dallas, Chicago, Philly, whoever, when you ask for the medical records, you get them. Now, obviously, you don't actually see how the knee's progressing until you get him in person. But you have the medical records. And for reference, Hendrickson and Crosby had surgery the same month. So how does one pass but the other doesn't? Shady. Get Shady McCoy up in here.
The Patriots signed Kevin Byard, 1 year, $9 million. That's a B+.
A.
It's not an A. He's coming off a fantastic season, showing that
he's reuniting with Mike Vrabel. A.
Let's see. The Bills signing Bradley Chubb, 3 years, $43.5.
C+. Man can't stay healthy.
Yes, I agree. But for a guy who's had a significantly, statistically, a better career than Jalen Phillips, and getting paid a quarter of it,
a third
of it over 3 years with the Bills' current cap situation.
That's fair, but
it's a good deal. I think it's a B-,
better.
C+, B-.
Could have done better.
We could have gotten Max Crosby.
You could have just forked over the money for Hendrickson.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be worth that money. To be frank.
Anyway, next.
We have the 49ers acquiring Osa Odighizuwa.
For the Niners, it's a B. For Dallas, it's a B+, B-.
I would almost give the 49ers a B+. Just because he's good.
Osa is one of the best pass rushing defensive tackles in football.
Yes.
No matter how many pessimistic Cowboys fans try to tell you otherwise, stats show otherwise. Watching him says otherwise.
Absolutely. I think that's everybody for the most part. Dre Greenlaw went to the 49ers. Nate Hobbs went to the 49ers. Those are all.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray going to the Vikings. This is a fantastic move for the Vikings.
It's an A.
It's an A.
And the contract has a no tag in the contract, so the Vikings cannot tag him after next season.
Yeah, that's definitely on purpose, so he can go get even more money.
He wants to go get the money. Can you blame the guy?
A little bit, when he already signed a contract worth like $150 million.
And it's not his fault the Cardinals said we're going to move on. That's their fault. They want to move on with Jacoby Brissett. What?
The Jets also, I think, had a pretty decent offseason with bringing in guys.
By the way,
Dane
I forgot
Belton.
Cleveland. We forgot with Cleveland. They signed Quincy Williams.
They did sign Quincy Williams. The Lions signing Isaiah Pacheco is also really interesting. I like it. A lot.
It's a C.
It's a lot of speed in the backfield.
Sonic and
if they're healthy. Trying to completely threw me off there. Meatwad.
It's true.
Anyways, the Bears also, I thought, had a very successful season.
Devin Bush is nice.
Off season.
We didn't talk about the Giants at all.
We have not talked about the Giants. They did not get a lot of love when it comes to...
Tremaine Edmonds is a nice pickup. Calvin Austin's a nice pickup. That's about it.
I think the Bears they got a bunch of new starters. They got Garrett Bradbury, Neville Gallimore, Kobe Bryant, Braxton Jones is coming back, Devin Bush.
Jed Wills coming in, probably going to play left tackle.
Jed Wills, probably. I think it's really good. The Jonathan Allen pickup by the Bengals, it's pretty valuable.
Where did Javon Hargrave go? I know he got signed. Where'd he go?
Where did Hargrave go? He went to the
I know he got signed.
He did. See if I can find him. Bengals.
They both went to they both went to Cincinnati?
Did Hargrave?
Hargrave is signed. Where'd he go?
Green Bay. That's where he went. He went to Green Bay. To replace the guy they shipped off for Zaire Franklin.
Yeah, basically. And they still haven't replaced Kenny Clark. No, they did. It's just he got hurt last year.
Yeah. Anyways, I think that's just about everybody of significant note. If we're forgetting someone,
let us know.
Let us know, and I'll try to
any comment section. Any comment section anywhere, and we'll find it.
We'll text you guys. We'll respond to it with what we think.
Absolutely, we will find it.
So, anyways, Eddie, do you have a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame rant you want to talk about? You have a problem? And
so, Sam, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm leaning back for this one right now. I'm leaning back.
I'm trying to get away from my screen if I can.
Let me ask you this question. Okay. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Rock and roll music. Explain to me why we have artists that have either been inducted or are current nominees, which I have the list here, I'll pull up, that are not rock and roll.
Is this a recent thing? Has this been going on for years under your nose, or is this more of a recent thing?
I will give one exception to Run DMC because they revived Aerosmith's career with them teaming up to do Walk This Way. I'll give them that exception. But what is, and I will not disrespect any artist that is non-rock and roll that was put in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Because it's not their fault. But Tupac is not a rock and roll not a rock artist. Biggie is not a rock artist. Jay-Z is not a rock artist. Okay. Sam, let me pull up the nominees for you this year. Okay. Pull up the nominees. And I'll tell you what we're rolling with. Okay.
What are we rolling with, Eddie?
We have the Black Crowes. Fair enough. Jeff Buckley. Sure. Mariah Carey. That's country. That's country, my friends.
And to me, that's Christmas.
Exactly. She comes out of the ice every November.
She makes millions every year.
Yes, every year.
Royalties.
It's a glitch. It's a music glitch. Phil Collins. He's drummer of a band that is already in the Hall of Fame by the name of Genesis. Sure. Melissa Etheridge. Etheridge. Sure. Miss Lauryn Hill. Fine. Billy Idol. Fine. NXS. Sure. Iron Maiden. I'm going to get to them. I'm going to come back to them because they should already be in, but I'll get there.
Okay.
Joy Division, New Order. Sure, you're a rock band. New Edition. Yeah, you're a rock artist. Yeah, I got you. Oasis. Fair enough. No complaint.
I'm waiting for it.
Pink. What's Pink doing on the list? This is pop, not rock. What are we doing? I don't know who Sade or Sadie is. I don't know who that is, so I can't comment. What's Shakira doing here?
She's Latin music.
She's a nominee for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year, Sam.
Oh.
Luther Vandross, sure. And then we got the Wu-Tang Clan. These are your nominees, Sam. Sam.
Well, the Wu-Tang Clan's gotta go in.
No, it's not happening. Now, Sam, these are nominees. Now, there is a band that got put in 2024 that I had been on a whole rampage for already. It's Foreigner. I don't know how you would leave out a top 10 selling rock artist of all time. They finally got put in. Sam, I'm going to tell you, you're probably not going to know most of the names I list here. They're not in the Hall of Fame. Nor have they ever been nominated for the Hall of Fame. Band guy the name Boston.
Okay.
Not ever nominated, not in the Hall of Fame. Styx. Not in the Hall of Fame. Motorhead. And I don't know if many people, Lemmy is one of the greatest bassists of all time. So that influence alone should help Motorhead, but it doesn't. They're not even nominated this year. I think Motorhead has been nominated, but not this year. Annoying. I retract my previous statement. And also, for wrestling fans, they have the theme song for Triple H. Okay. Linkin Park. Now, granted, they've only been eligible for last year and this year, but the fact they haven't been put on the ballot yet is a disgrace to Chester Bennington, and rest in peace, and to his estate. It's a damn shame. Put them in. Ronnie James Dio. He had his own career, and Sam, fun fact, he took over for Ozzy Osbourne in Black Sabbath. And one band that unfortunately will never get nominated because they've made it very clear and actually said it, Motley Crue. They might as well change the name. It's not the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame anymore. Change it to the Music Hall of Fame. I don't care anymore. Whoever's in charge should feel like they're doing a disservice to the fans of all of these bands. It's a disgrace. Kiss was not going to be put in until 2 million fans protested the streets to get them on the ballot. And guess what, Sam? In 2014, They got put on the ballot and went in first ballot.
First ballot Hall of Famer. Get them their golden guitar strings.
Now, Sam, I'm gonna tell you something also. A band becomes eligible 25 years after their first record release. Kiss became eligible in 1998.
That's kind of atrocious.
You think? Foreigner, first ballot Hoffers, were eligible in the late 90s. Styx has been eligible since the late 90s. Austin has been eligible since the late 90s. Motley Crue has been eligible since the early 2000s.
This is your message.
Iron Maiden. It was them and Judas Priest at the same time. All right? There was always a debate, and it's a known fact. If one ever went in, the other had to follow. Sam, Judas Priest went in 2 years ago. Iron Maiden last year wasn't even on the ballot.
Jeez.
What does Iron Maiden got to do? They influenced one of the biggest bands ever and the only band to ever play on all 7 continents.
Played in Antarctica?
Metallica played in Antarctica. They did a special show. They got about 50 people to go there and created this whole bubble thing. Yes, they did. Look it up.
I'm not gonna lie. That's incredible. That is incredible.
Iron Maiden was part of their influence. Iron Maiden got influenced by Black Sabbath. And you can hear their similar sounds. But you know when it's Black Sabbath, and you know when it's Iron Maiden. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, you have a problem. Nobody respects you anymore. Fix the problem. Fix it.
Now, what would you propose they do about the people who have already been accepted in the Hall of Fame, like Tupac, Biggie?
Just put them in their own separate area of the Hall of Fame. You don't got to take them out. That's disrespectful.
So, you would like to...
No! No.
I almost said it.
No. It's like how the Baseball Hall of Fame has its separate section for the Negro Leagues. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame can do something similar. Why even call it the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame anymore? Call it the Music Hall of Fame. Put anybody in.
You should.
No.
You'll reject the offer.
Damn, it took 20 years to get Jimmy Buffett into the Hall of Fame. And he created his own genre of rock and roll.
Created his own genre and then created an empire. Trust me. Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville is in my list of theories.
Well, that's for another episode. If you want to input anything I've said, floor is yours.
You know, I got nothing. I got nothing.
Because you know what I speak is truth?
This was a flex of ball knowledge that I haven't heard you flex in a minute. It's a muscle that I haven't heard you seen you use.
And that's just some of the bands that I just went and picked out. There's others. I just wanted to highlight some.
Fair enough. Now, so Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, you can find our email, you can comment. Eddie will negotiate with you.
Also, you want to hear something funny? You know where it's located?
Canada.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Was it Cleveland? That's the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Piece of shit city, apparently. Pardon my French. Well,
why are all the Hall of Fames in Cleveland or in Ohio?
Canton, Ohio. Where's the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame? Look it up real quick. Where is the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame? I know baseball's in New Jersey. That's Cooperstown.
Springfield looks like Massachusetts.
Okay, that's good.
Still, too many Hall of Fames in Ohio. There's too many of them. Anyways, I mean, Canton at least has a nice ring to it, but Cleveland.
And yeah, it's right. I believe it's right next to the football stadium.
Incredible. Incredibly disappointing.
You think?
Should be in like.
Just like the idiots who are in charge of it and the voters?
Should be in Nashville
Sam,
or something.
Real quick. Here's the thing. Okay? Here's who should go in. The Black Crowes.
45 more minutes, people.
No. The Black Crowes, Phil Collins, Billy Idol, Iron Maiden, and Oasis. Subjective list, of course. Now, you can talk to me about Luther Vandross. You can talk to me about Joy Division, New Order. All right? Cool. Like, I will hear you out. I wouldn't be upset if those two got in either. If I see an announcement, Wu-Tang Clan, Shakira, Hank gets in before any of those 7 I just listed, I will become Dr. Flipshits.
And that is where we will leave you.
Am I wrong, though?
No. Thanks for listening. And we will catch you next week with theories. New theories, new rants. Hopefully something fresh. Free agency was fresh, but we'll find something for you guys. All right? Listening.
Yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
All right. Have a good one, y'all.